Hey guys, welcome to Drink Coin. It's Tyler again, and I've got some dope stocks to share with you today. I've got two absolutely just fire stocks that you need to have on your watch list for today, February 11th. And I'm going to be doing an update on ZOM from the other day based on what I had before. So stay tuned for that. And I'm going to be getting into these two stocks that you need to be watching today. So let's get right into it. So first, what we're looking at is I've got ATOS Therapeutics and I've got ITRM Therapeutics, and they both are in different fields essentially for what they're trying to do. I've been following ATOS Therapeutics for a while now. They've been on a trend where back around this like $1 range is when I first came about them in January, early January. It was like an earlier part of when I actually started getting more invested into penny stock style. And essentially what ATOS Therapeutics does is they specialize in breast cancer and cancer kind of topical treatments and things like that. And they're also looking to develop a COVID-19 nasal spray that's supposed to help reduce symptoms, which would be extremely beneficial for anybody that's having lung issues or anything like that from COVID. And late January, they had a conference that they were participating in, and that's what made this sharp drop off for the stock right here. And ever since that sharp drop off, they've been just gapping up and going up on a higher and higher trend. Like they just peaked at 4.5. That's 4 times higher in just a 1 month time. They're a very promising company. I do have some info on them I'm going to share with you now. They are actually working on phase 2 of a breast cancer treatment, and what they found while they were in their phase 2 trials is that it was doing so well and had such positive results that they are looking to just stop the entire phase 2 trial, and they're moving on to phase 3 and looking to just accelerate its program for their drug endoxifen in the United States, which is great not only for anybody afflicted with breast cancer, but as for their company in general. That's going to help them with just becoming like a front runner for medication in their field for different things alongside that. And with this recent news, it's kind of renewed what I already thought about the company being a fantastic buy-in for a long-term hold. And I think that today it's something that you should be looking at to buy into this dip, where it's dipped down under $4 still, and looking to hold long term for the next few months to see where it winds up, especially with this COVID nasal spray coming out. Now, the next stock that I was going to tell you about, this is going to be more of a short-term trade, but it has potential for long-term growth as well. It's going to be ITRM Therapeutics. And what ITRM Therapeutics is a clinical stage pharmaceutical company. They do anti-infective drugs, and they do it in a way that goes with resistance to pathogens and things of that nature. And what's crazy about them is that they're actually in the field that the Center of Disease Control for the United States is looking for in terms of therapies that they are lacking in currently for treating people with different pathogenic afflictions. Because of this, it's going to be potential for high growth down the road, with the CDC being a potential backer for this company, even though it's a smaller company as of now. In terms of the stock price, they've already went through multiple treatments in phase 3 clinical trials. They've already looked for approval for some of these treatments that could come out this year. This article came out literally just 2 days ago now, February 9th, and they're up 46% Tuesday morning from where they were previously a week ago. And so what this is going to tell us is that it has very high potential to be long term, just like ATOS Therapeutics. But when we go back into the analytical side of looking at the stock, I'm going to show you how you could potentially use this as a short-term gain as well. To start off the technical analysis for everything, I'm going to show you ATOS Therapeutics. So I'm going to break down the 1-day line and where we're at for a trend. Currently right here, we're on a kind of down line of a trend throughout the day from where they were previously. Usually you can see if we go through a couple touch points here, make sure we get on the connect. We've got a pretty decent downtrend, and then after hours, it started bucking up quite a bit again. I think it's going to keep going down potentially on this downtrend as time comes on from market close of yesterday, and what we're looking for is potentially just a support around here at the 3.4. And what that's going to do is that's going to be a nice buy-in point for you, for especially if you're going to try to hold this more long term, which you should be with this type of company. And once you buy into 3.4, I see long term, considering we've had a high point of 4.9 way back here not even a week ago, peaked up here. I would say by the end of the year, especially if they keep going through with the phase 3 trials and everything keeps going to the public, especially with the COVID nasal spray, that we could be looking at a potential for double digits for their pricing. I think like 10-15 bucks by maybe November, December, especially if they come out with the COVID nasal spray when the vaccines are lagging behind, or if something weird happens with the variants for COVID or anything like that, and the nasal sprays are more for the symptom rather than the variants. This could be huge for not only the company with their development of COVID stuff, but just the world in general. And then alongside that, obviously with their breast cancer research that they're doing and their topical treatments and oral treatments for breast cancer that are looking very promising in early studies. All of this is looking to be a huge trend upwards long term for a buy-in. So I think there's a great price point for you to buy in. Anything below 3.5 right now I think is good, but realistically even buying it under $4 right now is going to be a discount for you as you're looking more towards the end of the year. Getting over here into ITRM, we've got like a very nice trend up that was happening yesterday up towards after market hours. We got to market close through here on a nice trend up towards 2.5, and then after hours it kept just growing. Obviously with their trials and everything that they had going through, this is potential for long term as well. But right now what we're going to be looking for is as of market open today, February 11th, we're looking for just a price point under $3. So this is going to be a nice good scalping opportunity for anybody trying to day trade. You're going to be looking for under $3 because it's looking for potentially gap up tomorrow, and once you get under that $3 point, you're going to look to try to sell above $3. It's more specifically, you're looking for that 2.94, for it to push that 2.94. Like this is about 2.93. If it can push that 2.94 somewhere between market open and midday, then we're going to be in a good price range for it to start making a run above 3 for a little bit. So definitely keep this on your watch list for a good scalping opportunity for the day. And if you aren't necessarily somebody that wants to get you involved with day trading, then this is obviously looking like a very long-term investment that could pay off well for you too. So it really just depends on how you want to play for it, but this is also going to be a nice short-term trade if you don't want to wait that long for it. And like I said, you've got like this very nice upwards trend between your market close and after hours. Just it's so high up. And then you've got over here where it was peaking at 2.76. This is back on the 8th where you had it gapping up like through here up to here too. So it's almost like a recurring thing that's happening over and over again. It's way up from over a week ago where it was down to $1.20. So definitely look for this to be making a run above 3 today, and then see what you can do to capitalize on top of that. As for ZOM, we're gonna come over here, and you can see right here, this is on like a pretty decent positive trend as well as time is going on. We have a nice setup where everything is just coming together smoothly over the past few days. But what we're going to be looking for as we get through here, I'm going to go on the 5-day chart for us to break this down, is we're going to see like a steady increase up until mid-March. Like I said before, this is going to be a long-term trade. A lot of people are freaking out like, hey, should I buy, sell? This is a very good stock to be buying on these hard dips right now. Like you see right here, I had a price point up at like 2.449 on this for partially on my Webull part of my portfolio. I'm going to be looking to buy more down, especially because like come March, I'm expecting the stock to potentially hit up like $4 to $8 or more with their product release of Trueforma. And then on top of Trueforma, we're going to be looking to even more long term, if it's successful, maybe hit that double-digit range of $20 that I discussed in my earlier video this week. Make sure, if you haven't seen that, by the way, to go check it out to see why ZOM is a very good investment right now if you're looking for something something longer term. Anything you have right now, I would just be holding. There should be no reason that you're selling this, even if it hits above $3. It's very promising that it's going to be going for a while. You should just be buying on these, especially like this hardcore dip at like 2. This was a very good price point to get in. Anything really under $3 right now is going to be very nice profit. And then what we're going to be looking for is potentially some runs higher up to testing those 3s over the next week or two, leading toward closer and closer to March in that product release. So that's what we're looking out for with ZOM. I might be revisiting it next week, so we'll see where it's going as the week goes by. That's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. This is going to be my first video going into pre-market of what you should be looking out for the day. If you guys want more stuff like this and you want to see kind of like what I'm scouting for the day, it's going to be really nice to hear from you guys in the comments about what you might want to see or how you might like the videos formatted in the future. Be sure to like and subscribe as well, so you can keep showing me feedback if you like the videos, and keep supporting me so we can keep growing the channel, get more people help with in-depth analysis of different stocks that they're looking at. And then if you missed them today, make sure you do check out these 2 videos that I just posted last night. These are going to be on some of the cannabis stock stuff that's been going crazy on the market lately. We've got SNDL, OGI, and TLROY that I discussed in this video. And then this video's got ETF MJ for more of a long-term option if you're not trying to day trade or swing trade. So appreciate the support, guys, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace. See ya.